Hey guys, how's it going? Azrach Collections here and welcome to another video. Today we're looking at the Zero body from VToys, and this just came through from VC Toys box, and it took about I think a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks to arrive. So like I said, I bought it on VCToybox.com. I think it cost me about $150 for a 5-pack, and this is US dollars, and the reason I bought it is because I wanted to do more customs, and I really thought that this body would look really good in terms of being more of a Superman kind of body. So I do obviously have a lot of the MixMax bodies, but I think that this body is a little bit bigger than the MixMax body. So that's why I got a few of him, and I'm customizing all the time anyways. So I thought it would be a good kind of purchase. Yeah, I kind of started messing around with another VToys body already, so I'll show you my custom later on. I'll save it for the later part of the video. But yeah, let's just quickly look at this body, what it does, what it doesn't do, and compare it to the MixMax body, and also maybe a MezKO body as well, and then we'll go from there. So let's take a closer look at the body. So nothing much in terms of paint. It's just like a basic flesh kind of body, which works for custom purposes, and because it's going to be under like clothing all the time for me anyways, that really works out. There's a lot of good details and good musculature. The abs look absolutely phenomenal. The thighs have a lot of muscle details on there. The only thing that's weird is like that kind of curve here, and because there's no thigh cut, I think that just creates the illusion of like a very curvy part here, so that's a little bit weird. Other than that, the head I feel like is a little bit too small on this body, but would work like really well for like a Lex Luthor kind of custom, maybe even Agent Zero from Hitman. There's a lot of good musculature, a lot of good sculpt. The back looks very ripped. The action figure looks awesome. The other part that I found is that I think that's the lat muscles. Yeah, they're kind of missing or a little bit smaller. So that does come into play when you're customizing as well, but looks more, I guess, humanly proportional rather than an action figure kind of proportion. The legs are swappable as well, but I'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, overall this figure looks really good. The aesthetics of a muscular man is definitely there, and I think it definitely gets the job done in terms of portraying like a really muscular kind of person. So yeah, I think it will be perfect for Superman custom, especially the Alex Ross kind of Superman. So this is the packaging for the figure. I just wanted to show it to you guys because it's very professionally packed. The box is beaten up a little bit, but no fault to the seller. I think it was just how it came here. It just took a really long kind of route, and then yeah, shipping kind of gets beaten up sometimes, so it's all right. I don't really care for the packaging too much, but yeah, it comes with a fair few accessories as well, so we'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, that's basically the packaging. So let's quickly get into the accessories. This is what the figure comes with. There's not a lot, but still enough, I think. You get an extra neck peg here. So this is just basically the connector for the head and the neck, and I mean it's okay for what it is. Nothing too much to talk about. We get 2 pairs of additional hands. So this is the first pair of hands. It's more like a clawing kind of look here, so very well detailed, not much paint on it, but gets the job done. Really cool. He also comes with a pair of fisted hands, and that's already on the figure. He also comes with 2 more relaxed open hands, so that's what they look like. Very detailed, and again, not much painting, but that's kind of expected. Yeah, you can see the blood vessels here as well, the veins as well, so that's pretty cool. You get 2 replacement calves, so you can basically from the knee down take the leg pieces out, so from the knee down, and then replace them with these parts so you can get boots to fit on them. So it's basically an adapter for the boots, and I found that they work okay with some boots, they don't work okay with other boots. But even within the MezKO line, different action figures have different pegs, so not everything is compatible with everything else. So I guess, yeah, you might need to adjust some of the figures or adjust some of the boots or the adapters just to make things work. But it's a good addition either way. You can just customize it more. And you also get 2 pairs of very plain boots. They're more like, I don't know, they're more like school shoes, I guess. So they look a little bit blocky. They're not very, I don't know. They kind of look weird, but they're just boots, so it does work. It gives the figure a little bit more accessories and posability. So if you're putting jeans and a shirt on him, you could just straight out the bat have these boots on him. So that kind of works. But yeah, nothing to be too happy about, but they're still okay. So now that the accessories are done, let's get into the articulation of this figure, and I think that's where this action figure absolutely shines. So let's take a quick look. The head can go up that much, and with the neck it just adds a little bit more to that upwards looking motion as well. So you can pretty much get him into flight positions without any issues. He can maybe tuck the chin, yeah, tuck the chin as well, so he can look that far down, which is pretty good. And the neck's also helping, mind you, so it's not just the head. He can look left and right pretty easy. The neck moves left and right as well, so that's a little bit difficult to demonstrate, but yeah, it does. There you go. His head can pivot pretty well and also fall off, but yep, it's something that it does. So that's the neck rotating. It's pretty easy, and the head's not that difficult to put back on, so that's pretty cool. In terms of the shoulders, they go up that much, so a little bit better than 90 degrees. They go down that much. They swing all the way around. That's pretty good. There's a butterfly kind of joint just to give him a little bit more motion, but it's not doing too much. There's a swivel at the biceps. Pretty cool. Double jointed elbow, which goes in that much, which is very, very decent. I think the fists are a little bit small on the hand, but yeah, I mean, you still get extra fists, so that's good. And the fists rotate, and depending on how you align it, they go in and out or up and down, so that's pretty fluid. In terms of the body, the torso, the body can go back pretty deep, so that's amazing. Actually, I'll just get the hand out of the way. That's what the body can do. Going forward, and wow, that's pretty cool, man, to be honest. So that's very decent. The body can rotate around, no problems there. Rotate at the waist as well. It can pivot, no issues there, like pretty massive pivot. Only thing stopping it is the body touching the underpants or the trunk section. The legs can, I'll just bring the body hands back a little bit, just bend the elbows in. The legs can split, no issues there. He can kick up pretty far, so that's awesome there. Kick up that much. Kick back not as much. Sculpted butt. He's got thigh rotation, double joint in the knees, and that's deep. So he can't kick his own butt, but yeah, he can pretty much touch his back, so that's flexible, I guess. And with the ankles, they can rotate around, they can pivot, basically everything you want it to do. So very easy to pose. So that's incredible. So he can, yeah, kick up of his own legs, so that's pretty incredible. Looking at compatibility of the accessories, let's take out the hands, and that's what the pegs look like. So I guess they could probably take in MezKO hands, but let's try out like the MezKO BVS Batman hands, and they fit in pretty snug, so that's a pretty good fit. But then again, even within MezKO, there are a lot of different styles of pegs that they use, so not every action figure might fit as perfectly, but the BVS gloves fit in like absolutely perfectly, so that's cool. So here we have the legs swapped out, so I just basically took this part out, and that's what the leg looks like with the peg kind of thing on. So I just wanted to try like a couple different boots just to see how it would fit or if it wouldn't. So this is the BVS Batman KO boot, and does not fit. Well, it does fit, but it's the hole's a little bit too big for the adapter, so yeah, it just will drop off pretty easily. So that's I guess if you put some foam in there, or if you kind of adjust it with hot glue or something like that, it would work. And this is the Man of Steel Superman boots from MezKO as well, and that does not fit either, so not much compatibility, but you can always fix the problem using some foam or something that will kind of pad out the holes. But yeah, So now I wanted to do kind of like a comparison between the VToys body and the MixMax body. So I just put both of them in custom suits that I made. Obviously the suits are a little bit different, but they're mostly the same measurement except for the neck openings on both the suits. So on the right here, we've got the VToys body, and the body just looks more, I guess, organic, whereas the MixMax body looks more muscular and more MezKO-ish, if that makes any sense. And the VToys body looks just, yeah, more filled out and less ripped. If I don't know if that's making sense to you, but yeah, I think both figures look great. MixMax has its own kind of unique use case where you can swap out like the gauntlets and also put in boots that actually fit. So that boot, I didn't have any issues. The connectors just work perfectly out of the box. But with VToys, you can use it for more of like an Alex Ross kind of body where it's less defined but definitely bulky. So next up, we've got the Man of Steel Superman from MezKO Toys. So this is the AliExpress version, and also a VToys body with the Superman clothing, and you can just tell straight away the clothing is much more filled out and looks much more organic on the VToys body. Although the VToy body is a little bit too big, so in terms of scale, it might be a little bit out, but we'll compare it to other action figures a little bit later on. But yeah, I think the suit is so much better filled out with this body rather than that one, where you can basically see the differences here, especially here, where yeah, that's a little bit more sunken in. The arms aren't filled out just as much. So yeah, if I could, I would definitely do a custom where the VToys body is wearing this suit, and I think it would look phenomenal. Next up, let's go into some height comparisons. On the left, we've got the VToys body, and on the right, we've got the MixMax body. So similar height, similar size. It's just that the body looks a little bit more organic on the VToys body, but the MixMax, I still think has different purposes. So they're both great figures to customize. But yeah, the MixMax body is more similar to MezKO, whereas the VToys body is a completely separate thing. But height-wise, they kind of do compare. VToys next to a KO Superman, MixMax Custom Superman, MixMax Custom KO Batman, my custom Marvel Legends body MezKO style Bane, Marvel Legends Hercules body, the MezKO Toys Mutant Leader action figure, McFarlane Toys Action Comics 1000 Superman, DC Comics DC Films line 7-inch scale Superman from BVS, Marvel Legends Hugh Jackman Wolverine, the Mafex Hush Batman, the DC Multiverse Batman Beyond action figure, the SH Figure Arts Birds of Prey Harley Quinn, the WWE Ultimate Edition Hollywood Hulk Hogan, WWE Ultimate Edition Ronda Rousey, my custom Justice League version of Black Suit Superman, and last but not least, we're looking at a customized VToys figure on the right there. It's the Kingdom Come Superman version using the VToys body. So I made this custom using a few of my own clothing parts. So the suit and the trunks are made by me, the cape as well. The head is from Facebook, from a 3D printer that I bought it from, and the boots are from Action Figure Customs on eBay. So that's how I basically came with this concept of basically finishing him off. So I'm working on like a new custom suit just so that it fits this body perfectly. At the moment, the arms or the sleeves are a little bit too short. So I'm still working on that, and once that's done, I will post an update. But yeah, basically with the VToys body, there's a lot you can do. And this is one of the examples, so that's what I wanted to show off. So there you have it, guys. That's the review of the VToys action figure. I'm definitely working on a few other projects as well. It's just that I've been moving house and there's just been a lot of things happening in my life at the moment, so I haven't been able to come up with a lot of tutorials or action figure reviews. But I'm definitely working on some cool things like this suit here. It's a one-piece suit with, oh wow, what's that? Well, it's just a dirt. It's a one-piece suit with just one seam at the butt here and no seams anywhere else on the pants or the body except for the back here. So it's a one-piece suit that I'm working on. So I'm still working on measurements and calculations. So that takes a lot of time, but it's turning out okay so far. So I'm gonna show off a tutorial with maybe a Superman suit and maybe a Black Adam suit as well. So stay tuned for that. That's coming very soon. So I'm also working on a Bane tutorial hopefully. So once I finish my Bane, I just need like a tube to go from his head to his left arm. So once that's done, I could do like a Bane tutorial as well. And I'm definitely working on a General Zod or Superman from Man of Steel General Zod and Superman from the Zack Snyder's Justice League where he's more black. Stay tuned for that. I really apologize for not putting up more content, but life is settling down a little bit more now, so I'll definitely put up more content so that you guys can create awesome stuff on your own. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment, and I reply to all the comments that I get so far, so if you have any questions or concerns, I'll definitely answer back. And if you could subscribe, that would be a great amount of help to the channel, so it'll just help the channel grow so much. So thank you so much if you've already subscribed, and I'm really happy to have you on board.